Welcome to the Silo Solo Predictor about Solo, a Star Wars story about Han Solo. This week we'll be covering Solo exclusively in the days leading up to the movie's release, where I'll be predicting on what I think we can see in the movie. I figured this would be not only a fun way to discuss the movie using all the official information currently out, but as well to have some fun to later see on what came true from what I predicted. Starting out this Predictor series, we'll be talking about the good guys, or well, the protagonists of Solo, and determine who or what will be surviving the movie or not. Of course, the first member of Beckett's crew that we'll cover is none other than Han Solo himself. From what we know, Han starts out as a reckless and impulsive street thief who works for a notorious gang on the planet Corellia. He eventually leaves this gang to join Beckett's crew to pull off a major heist. Since we obviously know that Han survives the movie, we can instead try to predict on whether he'll be actually the one that makes the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs. As based on his wording of that sentence in A New Hope, I'm going to guess it's not him that pulled it off, but someone else. Perhaps maybe it's Chewie that actually does it? Yeah, I don't know. As I always figured, if Han was the one who actually pulled it off, he's not really the type of guy who would shy away from that fact. Case in point, it probably wasn't him. CHEWBACCA is a mighty Wookiee nearly 2 centuries old who's fallen upon tough times during the age of the expanding Empire. Just like Han, we know that he survives the movie, but the story of how Han rescues him from the Empire and how the whole life debt starts is not yet known. I'm thinking that when Han and Chewie first meet, Chewie isn't exactly a fan of Han, and actually despises him because of Han's Imperial background. However, after getting rescued by him, he softens up and learns to appreciate Han more, to then becoming the loyal co-pilot we all know him to be today. And I like this idea, as it shows the evolution of their friendship rather than them just being buddy-buddy already from the get-go. Independent and calculating, qi'ra has put her life as a street urchin behind her, and has moved on to a lieutenant status within the prominent Crimson Dawn criminal organization. So since we don't see her in the original trilogy, she's either A, left Han on bad terms, or B, is dead. And the popular theory among fans is that she betrays Han. But I'm going to go with the idea that she doesn't betray him, and rather she dies helping him. One of the galaxy's most successful smugglers, LANDO CALRISSIAN is as smooth and sophisticated as they come. He's another character that we know will survive the movie, so no question there. Instead, I'm going to predict of how he loses the Falcon to Han in the game of CHEWBACCA. And that is that I believe that Han will cheat his way to winning the Falcon, rather than Lando losing it to him in a fair game. L3 is Lando's personal droid companion and co-pilot. Given her edgy personality, I doubt she's going to survive the movie, so I predict that she's going to go out in a blaze of glory in order to help Lando escape from some kind of threat. And if her gone, that makes room for Lobot to come in and fill in as Lando's new co-pilot. And last but not least, we got Tobias Beckett. He's known to be a survivor and was quietly working out angles to come out ahead. He's also the one to assemble the crew that Han Solo ends up joining and is reunited afterwards with qi'ra. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that he's going to be the one that betrays Han in the end. Given that he's the one that tells Han not to trust anyone, I can see him using the line again at the end of the movie, except this time, well, aiming a blaster at Han's face while saying it. And of course, I don't see him surviving the movie either. If Han doesn't kill him in a shootout or something, I can see CHEWBACCA stepping in and saving him by killing Beckett. And if you couldn't tell yet, I just think that CHEWBACCA's gonna have a really big role in this movie, which he definitely deserves, as his role in The Last Jedi was, underwhelming at best. But that'll do it for this part of my predictions of the Solo movie. Let me know in the comments down below if you're predicting the same or if you think something else will happen, and if so, what? This is N7 from Silo, signing off.